Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey everybody, back for right now after being off for just a day this time. We had the holiday on Monday, Labor Day, so we're back on Wednesday. And we have a new friendly face here. This is Adrianne from our customer care team. And Adrianne, it's good to have you on.
Thanks. I'm really excited to be here.
Absolutely.
It's very exciting.
Oh, it is exciting, right?
Yeah.
You have a really cool story. So Adrianne's new to our team. She's on customer care. How long have you been here now? 6 weeks?
About 98 days.
About 98
About
days.
98 days.
Oh, see, I've been off. Okay, fair enough. It just feels, I don't know. But no, it's been really cool, and we don't have a lot of new people to our team all the time. So especially people who have fountain pen experience.
Yes.
Usually people are coming in without none. You got a really cool story about how you got into pens.
It was really cool because before I worked here, I worked in the jewelry industry. And I worked in a jewelry store where we had a repair shop on site. Mm-hmm. And this woman came in one day with a Caran d'Ache pen, and aside from being like, wow, that's really cool, like that's a pen out of sterling silver, I didn't know this existed, she needed some work done to it. And of course our jewelers were like, we don't really know what to do. So I was like, I'm gonna just see what I can do to help her out. So I got online and I think I typed in something as generic as like fountain pens Richmond. I mean, it was a very basic. And up pops the Goulet Pen Company. And this is back when you were still in Ashland.
Yes.
And I'm like, well, Ashland's close. Okay, maybe they have like a repair facility there or something. So I get on the phone, I call, and in my head, you were the one who answered the phone. I don't know if I ever told you that.
Of course. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
Brian's the one who answered the phone. And I'm like,
I got all kinds of time.
Here's the situation. Now I know I was talking to Ross, but...
Ross is cool.
Yeah, Ross is cool. Very helpful. He was like, well, we don't actually do repairs here, but this is who we can recommend. And so I passed that information along to the customer I was helping, and she was very appreciative of that. And I made a mental note, when I get off work, go back and check that website out. So of course I go home and I check the website out, and I'm just like... This is amazing. This was so awesome. So I started poking around a little bit, and I did lots of research. I watched a lot of videos. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get a fountain pen. What am I gonna get? What? Because before I had only ever had one fountain pen.
Okay.
It was this lovely little Parker here, which we don't sell, but
no. What model is this? Do you know?
The model.
Is it a Vector, I think?
Yeah,
probably a Vector.
Probably a Vector.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
And I had bought it for myself when I moved to Virginia as kind of a welcome to Virginia, but I had no idea what I was doing, and it didn't really write very well. So I was like, not so awesome. But then reading the information and looking on the YouTube and the blog and everything, I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a Lamy Safari. Except I pronounced it wrong. Pronounced it Lammy.
Or Lamy, as I hear sometimes.
Lamy.
I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. And so I got my very first petrol.
Nice.
I had, again, no idea what I was doing, but I was like, that's pretty, I like it. So I got this, and I was very excited, put the cartridge in, started to write with it, and I thought, I don't get it.
You don't get it.
Don't get
Again,
it.
second attempt and still nothing, huh?
Well, then I did more research, and I realized that it's the ink and the paper. So I was using the
trifecta
Lamy ink.
Okay.
On pretty much cardstock paper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which is not great.
Yeah, it's not going to feel awesome.
Yeah, it didn't. I was like, okay. But I took it to work because I was very excited.
Okay.
And at the jewelry store, I would always keep a pen clipped to my, because you do a lot of writing.
Sure.
So always have a pen. And I got home one day, and I went to remove my pen and had a cap.
Oh my gosh, you lost the body of the pen.
I didn't have a pen, and I was devastated. Even though I didn't love the writing experience that much, I was like, well, man, I just bought this pen. I could not believe it. I was very frustrated and upset with myself. So I was like, okay, where could it possibly be? I finally decided that it must have fallen off between my car and my house. Well, of course, this was back in January when we were having snow and rain, and I'm it's gone forever. Well, I don't know if you remember that crazy storm we had in April, where it was gusty and windy and everything, and I would walk outside my house, and there at my front step is the body of the lobby.
In April?
In April.
Like 4 months later? 3 months later?
4 months later. And I'm like, I'm on the phone with my husband at this point, and I'm like, talking to them, I'm like, wow! He's like, what? I'm like, my pen! What are
Your
you
pen just
talking
magically
about?
appeared on your step?
He thought I was crazy. So I'm
Wow.
like, I gotta go. And I go inside, I clean it up, I do everything. Writes like a dream.
Wow.
It's amazing.
So if you're having any pen problems, you
Yeah,
should leave the body
leave
of
it
your pen
outside.
in the winter outside for 3 months,
Yeah.
and it'll fix it.
So
That's what
kinda,
I'm pulling away from this story.
But now this is like my favorite one
Wow.
because of what we've been through together.
Exactly. You know, they say you don't know what you've got until it's gone.
That's
So
right.
you now appreciate
I do.
what once was lost but now is found.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was kind of the little rabbit hole.
Okay.
Believe it or not, I owned this pen, the classic Pilot Metropolitan,
Nice. Okay. Fair enough.
and 3 of the Shark pens before I came to work here.
That's right. So this is Shark Pen's pre-Goulet carrying then.
Yes.
And you actually have the version that has the number 5 nib on it. We carry
yes.
a different nib on ours.
Yeah, so I got a set of these.
Nice.
And I love sharks. I love fountain pens. I love all writing things, and I thought
Wow.
this was the best thing.
That's about the best
In the whole
combination you
world.
can get there.
Yeah. And I started working here, and everybody's like, "Oh, you have the shark pens," and I was like, "Wow, I have something that."
The timing was good because
Yeah.
we had Shark Pens kind of on our radar.
Yeah.
And then you kind of came in and everybody was like, ooh, new girl's got the Shark Pens. Okay.
So I was like, "Okay, this is very, very
This is
exciting."
your in.
And then the first batch that we were carrying, I was like, well, I don't like those colors. I already have some of those colors. Then we got the rest of them, and I believe the day they came in, I was like, Drew, are they here yet?
Yep.
Drew, where are the Shark pens? And I might even have placed my order and been like, I'll just go grab them. Like, you don't need, fulfillment doesn't need to do that. I'll do it myself. And of course, my
Perks of
Shark
the job,
pens.
right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's awesome to go back there and be like, oh, I like that. Oh, I need to put that on my radar. Oh, what about
It's also
that?
dangerous to do that. Yeah.
Really, yeah, it is. But my Shark pens are the only pens where I have corresponding ink matching
Oh, okay.
the pens.
Yeah.
Some of them, they are actually all inked, believe it or not, right this moment. I
All of these.
every single
There's
pen.
like 20 pens here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
like
glad
ink.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Yeah.
But it was really fun trying out some different inks with the matchy or the not matchy. And
Do you have a nib size preference that you lean towards since you have so many pens, or do you try to like spread it out?
Generally, I like the fine or the extra fine. I am a pretty quick writer, and I don't like a very thick line. Like, even back in my ballpoint days and everything, I was using like the .032
really?
or the
Okay.
.07 on like the uniballs or what have you.
Yeah.
So I really like the fine point. My PTL 5000A has a medium nib,
Okay.
which I never would have thought I would like.
Yeah.
But because this one is just a little bit, it's got more of that, like, you feel the nib on the paper.
Yeah.
It's definitely the way to go for me for that one, because I still write really
So you
quickly.
like that feel. You like that feedback.
I do.
Okay.
I used to actually write a lot with the Sharpie pens, not the markers, but the actual
like
pen.
The, like felt tip.
Yeah,
kind
and
of
you
things.
feel that when you're
Oh,
writing,
yeah.
so that's a very comfortable feeling for me.
Interesting. Yeah.
So some of
You're
my
not-
some of my ones that are super smooth are kind of, I'm always like, is this?
You're like slipping around and
Yeah.
sliding around. It's
Yeah.
interesting because I have the exact opposite feeling. Like
Yeah.
for me, I like the slipping, like barely feel like I'm able to contain myself on the
Yeah.
page because I just like to go.
I'm
But
afraid I'm gonna make a mess.
yeah, see, yeah, that's interesting. And a lot of people feel that way too.
Yeah.
So that's what I love is you can just get all different kinds of experience. And I think you get more of that feedback with fines and extra fines and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. I think
And,
so too.
and one piece of feedback I want to give you is that actually when we were in the hiring process, the fact of kind of like how you got into fountain pens was like a major plus. Not only because you got into fountain pens, because believe it or not, that's not necessarily like it doesn't weigh in as heavily as you might think here.
Yeah.
But it was more the fact that you went so above and beyond to try to help a customer that you then, like, you searched us out and tried
Yeah.
to find an answer for them for something that you didn't even sell or anything, and we were like, that's indicative of the kind of above and beyond thing that we do here.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give you some props for that.
Thank you.
Let you know that was a good thing
Yeah.
to do. So yeah, very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up here because we've hit our time.
Yes.
But Adrianne, it's been awesome having you on.
Thanks.
If you guys are interacting with any of our customer care team, Adrianne may be one who you could interact with.
Yeah. I
And,
hope
you
I'll
know, if
say
she's-
hi to all you guys.
Yeah, if she's not in high demand, maybe you can ask for her too. You can just say, hey, like, call up on the phone and be like, hey, I'd like to talk to Adrianne because, you know,
Sharks.
I like sharks too. And so, we can talk about sharks.
Pretty much.
But thanks for coming on. It's
Of
been
course.
awesome.
Thanks, Brian.
Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a great Wednesday, because it is Wednesday. It feels like Tuesday to us here. We're all a little thrown off. That's why I grabbed coffee a little earlier this morning than I usually would, but it's all good. Thanks so much for watching, and right on.